And welcome back to all the viewers on Polo Line, back here to Gantoot Racing Polo Club in Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates, for our second match in our second day of play on the Sultan bin Saeed field, the number one field in His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup 2021. Temperatures dropped. It's looking really good indeed. We'll quickly get the lineups here because players seem to be keen on getting things underway. And for YAS International, Ali Amiri at number 1 in the claret-coloured shirts, Miguel Dili at number 2, Manu Tocolino at number 3, and Hasso Crotto at number 4 on 7 goals. And for Habtoor, we have playing at number 1 is Mohamed Al Habtoor. At number 2 is Juan Hareche. At 3, Facu Sola. And at the back door, Felix Essian. Of course, Habtoor in their familiar blue-coloured shirts. Peter Wright and Daniel Badu on the side, on the field, on the side. Up here with me is Santiago Togotor as the third man. Zip, zip in the start of chukker number 1 of this 5-chukker match. Second day of play, as I said, second match of the day. Daniel Badu to get this underway, lining the two teams up here now, all to play for. Habtoor having a win 9-8 over Abu Dhabi, with YAS going down to Gantoot. Crotto back onto this one here, and good strong backhand out towards the side there, looking to set up. But first back onto this one here now is going to be Felix. Good strong backhand, stopped and intercepted in the play there. Bringing it up forward here now. It is YAS on the attack. Waits for that ball to stop bouncing and bobbling and bouncing and bobbling. Player crosses in front of him, comes up into this, and underneath the neck he goes. He gets cleared away from the goal mouth here now by Hareche. Hareche being fed the ball once again by Essian. Both cancelling each other out. Essian comes in, can't get back onto that one there. Turns back into the play, and he gets picked up there by Tocolino. Just a little bit scrappy. The players just cancelling each other out well out of that one there. Essian over the top as he got hooked off out of it, spun round as he did. Tocolino was the next man down the gun, as it were, next one down the barrel. And it is going to be Tocolino with a penalty for a 60-yard penalty. A couple of the boys having a bit of a laugh down there in the Habtoor camp. Payaso it was himself, making the gestures, of course, the one and only Juanjo Jr. So Tocolino coming up onto this one here, a 60-yard penalty. Just hangs that mallet, drops it down beautifully. It's over the top, it's enough, and through the middle of the goals it is, opening up the account here for YAS. 1 goal it is to YAS. You see as he comes around, just hangs that mallet slightly, just pushed it a little bit towards the right, just enough. It doesn't matter, it's on the board, and he says that'll do nicely. Thank you very much indeed. So back to the middle of the field it is, changing ends. YAS towards Dubai. Habtoor towards Abu Dhabi, off the front of the line out. It is going to be Tocolino, but it's going to be Facu. Facu on that near side, goes with the near side backhand, looking to send this one out for Hareche. Hareche out on the play here now, in front of the clubhouse. Checks up, Ali Almiri coming in to make a sporting play on him, comes inside him, pushes it a little bit wide, has to do a bit of momentum, has to come back. Sola coming back to give him a little bit of support and help if he does need it. He goes, keeps moving forward to this one, goes up forward now, takes the man with him. Sola up onto the play, yells off it, leaves it now for Delia. Leaves Delia with Sola. Sola up onto this one here, goes up past his man on this one here. Sola looking to run this one all the way home. Tocolino gets a little bit of a bite at that one there, but just not enough shown to him to be allowed to do so as far as the umpires are concerned. And the whistle blows. You can see on the replay here now, Sola coming through at pace, puts this ball up here now. Tocolino has a little bit of a stab at it, but the umpires decide not really enough of yours to have a play at that one there, and the ball's being dropped down here now for a short penalty, a penalty 2, in favour of Habtoor to look to level this one up here. I think the ball actually had carried on through the goal mouth, so, but what to do? The penalty will be taken. Facu, for the undefended penalty, gets the old putter out and chips that one through. For 1 goal apiece it is here now in chukker number 1. Back to the middle of the field. They'll be changing ends, of course, with Habtoor now heading back towards Dubai. And YAS towards YAS Island and Abu Dhabi. The ball bowled back into play, front of the line out, skews out the back here. Backhand comes in there by Crotter. Looking to set up. Ali Almiri is in space there. Ali Almiri going hard. Essian coming back at him, but he's got plenty of time on the 30-yard line. It is Ali Almiri. This is the Ali Almiri that they know and love only too well down here at Gantut. Gets himself into place, causes a lot of damage. You cannot let him go. And you see on the replay here, he's got acres of space. Centres that one beautifully for the approach shot. Slightly under the neck, straight through the middle of the uprights it is for Ali Almiri. And YAS holding. So back to the middle it is. Looks like we could get a high-scoring game here. Ball scooches out here this time. And it's Crotter coming over this one here now, I think it is, but it's going to be Solo. Looks like he's going to get back onto this one first. No, he just yields off it and leaves it now for Crotter's teammates go out forward. Crotter yields off it, leaves it now for Tocolino. Straightens himself up, goes up on the move. Sola is being kept under control. Flicks that one forward. Yesian flicks that one forward, and as he does, attracts the attention of the umpire. And I think if we do get a replay on it, it was fairly obvious sort of a play there. It just got pushed forward. He was already across that line before he tapped it forward, and unfortunately for him, fortuitously for YAS, they get an opportunity to have another crack at goal. For a 30-yard penalty, undefended, for Manu Tocolino. Tocolino comes in onto this one in. Ooh, he just gets over the top of that one a little bit and just sneaks that one inside the left-hand goalpost. Mr. Casual himself. Going back to the old middle of the field, just taking a quick swing. Dangerously close to that left-hand goalpost. But what to do? It's through, and 3 goals it is to YAS. 1 goal to Habtoor, and back to the middle of the field once more for Bidou to bowl this ball in. Bidou bowls the ball in, back of the line out. So goes over the top, goes for Hareche, comes in. Hareche gets hooked off out of that one there by Tocolino. It's going to be Ali Almiri, sends a backhand. The backhand first round onto this one, of course, is Essiani. Leaves it, yields off it, leaves it for... Sorry, Essian was onto it. Mohammed was called off to leave that one there, but it is this time it is going to be Crotto drills that one forward. Essian first onto it, changed the line. Crotto meets it again once more. Didn't meet it as clean as you might quite like to do so. Now leaving this one here now for Sola. Sola's looking to get a wiggle on here. On little Lala, I think it is. Great little pony of his. Brings this one up in behind Crotto. Just taps this ball in the air because he can. It takes this one forward once again. Takes the hook. The ball scooches out forward. Tries to come back onto it. Can't. The backhand comes in there by Delia. Good play by him. Setting up Tocolino quickly up onto this one here now. It is Manu Tocolino, takes it wide, giving a bit of space and time, allows his teammates to get up forward. He's got the reach, he's got the length, he's hit this ball being shut down now by Essian and Sola. Sola comes in with the hook, doesn't get onto it. The driving shot goes in, but it just goes wide. Looking for a long-distance shot there was Tocolino when the men were already up there waiting and lost a bit of momentum. And it just goes wide. So the ball's on the back line here now, and Sola's going to bring it in as we have a couple of players just quickly off changing ponies. Goes by himself on this one here, does Tocolino. Tocolino up, sorry, it is Faku on the move here now. Takes it on the top of the bounce, puts this one up forward here for Orechi. Orechi one on that there, flicks it forward in the air. Tocolino coming back on him now, straightens this one up beautifully and now going goalward bound. It is Orechi coming in here, tap, tap, tap. Would he just need one more? Yes, and just reaches out and pulls that one in through the goals it is. 2 goals it is now to Habtoor. 3 goals to YAS. You can just see he gives himself enough space and time to look over the shoulder, see where Tocolino is. Just going a bit wide, reaches out calmly and just pulls that one in between the goals. Goal number 2 for Habtoor. So back to the middle it is. Tocolino quickly changing, taking that opportunity, not wasting any time these boys here today. Back to the middle it is. Ali Almiri not quite back on the field, but the ball gets bowled back into play. Back into play it is. Mohammed Habtoor comes away with this one here now. Mohammed underneath the net, looking to straighten this one up. Goes a little bit wide onto that one there. Trying to get onto it there. It's going to be Tocolino, but he's a barnyard mile away from it, giving Mohammed the chance to get back onto his own play. Off the boards he comes. Pony helps him along with that one. He'll keep that pony in the bank for later, and he's now being helped out here by Hareche, but he goes over the top of it. Essian gets a little bit of a tickle and sends that one up forward. Coming up onto this one, trying to do so as Mohammed, but it's cleared off the goal line there by There it is, and it's going to be left now for Sola. Sola looking for something. Here's Tocolino, but he's a mile away from it. It's all about safety. There's more than enough distance in that there. He looks up towards goal, opens the shoulder and drives this one in towards the goal. And through the goals it is, levelling the scores up. Facu Sola. You just see on the replay here, he just looks up, sees what's what, and says, thank you very much indeed. I'll take that driving shot straight over the top of everybody. Nothing anyone could do but just watch that one go through. So back to the middle it is once more. Ball bowled into play. Coming off here now is Sola once more. Sola checks up on the play. Loses the play on that one there, but he's got the man Harechi in behind him. Harechi keeping this ball moving forward. Tocolino being kept off there by Sola. Looks to come back inside and straighten himself up here. Crotto can't come in onto that one there. The first has gone. He's just pushed that a bit wide. He's going to have to go with the next shot. No, he goes with the tail backhand. Looking to get that up for Sola, but it looks like it's going to be Tocolino placed on that line. He comes in, rides him off, takes him off on the near side here to Sola. Sola gets away from his man here on the stick side. Crotto comes back, but nothing can be done. 4 goals it is to Habtoor, ending Chaka number 1. 4 goals to Habtoor, 3 goals to YAS. You can see he pushes and shoves him on that one there, gets the bolt on him. Crotto comes back on him, but nothing can be done. Facu Sola. So the two teams leave the field here now to quickly go and change. 3 goals it is to YAS, 4 goals it is there to Habtoor. As we see the Habtoor camp, we'll quickly go to a few messages from Polo line and we'll be back with you in a minute. And welcome back here to Gantut for Chaka number 2. With the score being 4 goals, Habtoor, 3 to YAS. With Facu Sola just finishing that one off at the top end there. Two teams starting to line up here now. To get Chaka number 2 away. Daniel Wu rolls that ball into play. First onto the backhand comes in there by Delia, but it's only as far as Sola. Sola checks up. Makes a turn the play, looks to see where his teammates are, looks to see where the boys are. Up the front door, he hears the call there from Mohamed Habtoor. Mohamed, he's pushed that one a little bit wide out towards the left-hand side. Going back hard at him there is going to be Ali Almiri. Just sneaks that one inside Ali. Ali just gets a bit of a backhand, spoiling the play there. Crotto comes in, makes a good, strong, solid backhand under the tail, but it's going to be Sola back onto this one here first. Sends this one back into the throws once again, looking to set this up for Harechi on the move here now. Harechi looks up towards the goal from a distance and drills it in towards the goal, but just across the face it is. Field's running fast here this afternoon. Field's in great condition here at Gantut. Just got the right mix of ryegrass and Bermuda. It looks really good indeed. Makes a good playing surface, cut nice and tight. And it is going to be Crotto to bring it back in for YAS. Under the neck he goes. Not quite the distance he was looking for. Ooh, Bird just had to stumbled on that one there a little bit. Did Tocolino allowing Facu to come in. Facu manages to get up past this one. Goes for the near side reverse neck shot. Crotto comes back onto it, but he can't stop that one there. Showing his class out there. It is Facu Sola. Goal number 5. You just see he comes through. You've got Tocolino trying to get hold of him, and then he gets banged there by Grotto, but it's reverse neck shot, cool as. Underneath the neck it goes. Through the goals. 5 goals Habtoor. 3 goals to YAS. So 2 teams lining up once again. It is on Budu. Bowls that ball into play out the back of the line now. It is going to be Solo. Tries to pick it up. Does Grotto. Nothing will become of that one there. Delia comes away with the play here now. Delia on the move here now. And hot pursuit in Hareche. Hareche there with him. Comes with the open backhand to cut that one out in towards the middle of the field. But it looks like it's Essian first onto it. Backhand tails that one out towards the boards for the big gun in the form of Faku Solo. Faku checks up here now. Grotto in contention, makes a little bit of space, loses momentum, leaves that one behind, comes in, loses the play, gets his pocket picked, up onto the near side goes Grotto, back to his stick side here, looking for a bit of space, goes with the near side backhand once again, puts it back in towards the middle of the field, but all for nil, as it is going to be Essian. His backhand is charged down, hooked off out of it, trying to come back round onto that one. There is Hareche. Hareche does, and it's Habtoor back on the attack once more. In the form of, but first back onto it, it's going to be Delia, sends the backhand quickly round there, nearly unseating Tocolino on there. That little pony who's got some spin on it and sends it round the corner, sends him up the field. But it's going to be Essian back onto this one first. Ali Almiri trying to put the pressure on him there. Makes a turning play. Comes away with it behind the players. In between the 2 players it is. Essian reaches out for the hook. Does Ali Almiri. Can't get hold of it. Trying to make the hook underneath the pony's neck. Couldn't get the reach. Tickles that one forward. The ball just dotters out one side. And it is going to be Hareche to send it up forward. But the man coming up onto this one first. It looks like it's going to be Sola. Gets onto it. Does. Drills it. Drives it. And it looks like it's just gone wide. The pressure was on him there. And he couldn't quite find the goals on that occasion. So the score remains the same. 5 goals it is to Habtoor. 3 goals it is to YAS. So you see Crespo getting a bit of stretching going on there post-match. So the ball's back into play it is in the form of Grotto. Grotto on this one here now. Grotto taps it once, comes on the deck, tries to get this one up here now for Tocolino. Tocolino up onto the ball. First time player on it, waits for it to settle. Tries to get that up there for Delia. Tries to come onto it. There does. Hareche does. Picks it up. Takes the hook. Comes back round in front of the players here now. Leaves it be. Now gets his pocket picked there, but it's first round onto this one. This is going to be Grotto. Says, thank you very much. If you're going to dawdle, I'm going to take this one and go about. It's Essian going back with him. He takes him wide off the play and comes back onto the ball himself and puts it away. Through the goals it is. That's so Grotto. 4 goals it is, YAS. 5 goals it is to Habtoor. Really nice play there. You can see him pushing him wide off it, give himself the space and time to go back to the ball. Essian snuck round onto the inside to try and get the hook, but couldn't quite get it on that occasion. So 4 goals it is to YAS. 5 goals it is to Habtoor. Back to the middle it'll be. So the ball gets bowled back into play it is. Coming off away with it here now is going to be Hareche. Gets hooked off out of it. The backhand comes in by Sola. Sola sends it up there. First onto this one here. It's going to be Essian. Essian gets called off it. Leaves it to Sola. Sends it up the clubhouse side for Hareche. Hareche sends the driving shot. Comes off the back of the pony there of Tocolino. Picks it up once more. Another bite of the cherry. Flicks it back inside. Tries to flick it up, but takes the man and leaves it now for Sola. Sola coming forward once again. He has Tocolino in front. He decides to take the driving shot from a distance. And through the goals it is. Goal number 6 on the board here now for Habtoor. You see here Sola coming through. Hareche just keeping his man off. He's got Tocolino in front. Just opens the window enough for him to sneak that inside the right-hand goalpost. Not a lot of room for margin of error. He didn't get a lot of look at it, but more than enough. So the 2 teams line up once again. It is quick-fired stuff out here this evening, and the ball gets bowled into play, and underneath the neck it goes, and it's only as far as Tocolino. Can't come on to that one. Opa, hello. That could be interesting to see on the replay there. There's a bit of confusion there about who was coming in. It could have looked like a bit of a Sola sandwich. Not a lot of meat on the bones. Exactly, that's the one. A little bit of a Sola sandwich. Not much meat on the bones, but there was enough there for it to hurt. So there it is. We have a 60-yard penalty for Habtoor. And a good shot there of the boys. Good teammates there, played exceptionally well together and read each other really well, and probably should be joined together again in the form of Kaku. Only been eating something and spilling it down his front again. Dad, will you get him sorted out? So here we go. We turn around here now with Fakusola. He drives, he shoots, it's over the top, but it looks like it's gone wide. But oh, there's a deflection, and through the goals it is. Goal number 7 on the board there. You could just hear by the way he struck it, it didn't seem to strike it that clean. Gets hold of it. Ball comes down and deflected there by Essian, and through the goals it is, I think it was. That's the importance of standing by those goalposts to make sure you can just tick it in if you can. So there it is, ball back into play once again out the back of the line now. Dummies the backhand as Crotto says, I'm going to take control of this and just have a little bit more order on this. Thank you very much indeed. With Felix Essian there with him, sends a driving shot, good high lofted drive up the field it goes here on this occasion, looking skyward to try and find it, but they're just going to shadow that one out over the back line. Benjamin Raja. So there we go, Fakusola brings it back into play. Faku. Out of the clubhouse side for Harechi. Harechi coming. Crotto trying to get a bit of it. Couldn't get onto that. Essian tries to pick up on the near side. Does so. But it looks like that ball is cruelly hopped out over the boards. So we'll be starting off again now with a free hit in favour of YAS. But firstly, the hoot has gone, so that there will end. Chukker number 2 with the score being 7 goals it is to Habtoor, 2 goals to YAS. And it's as the night draws in, the lights are going on this number 1 field. That breeze is certainly getting a bit chilly. Santiago Torgator looks like he's up at the North Pole or something like that, but it's still over 20 degrees for pity's sake, Santi. Wait until you get back home, then you'll realise what cold is. And at this moment now, we'll go back to our director of Polo Line for a few messages. We'll be back with you in a minute. Welcome back here to Gantut Racing and Polo Club for chukker number 3. 4 goals it is to YAS Holding. 7 goals to Habtoor. Most players back out in the field. Looking to get this underway again. It's going to start off with a free hit in favour of YAS Holding. Looking to mount an attack from this position right in front of the clubhouse here on the Sheikh Sultan bin Zayed field. And there you go, you see a wonderful drone shot. The lights are on. And the evening sun is drawing down. A beautiful shot there from the drone. So players called, and it's going to be Hazard to bring it in here now. Hazard Grotto taps it the once, sends the troops up forward, decides to tickle it forward again. Back to him now comes Solar. Make him make the play, does so, sends a beautiful driving shot, sends this one up forward, up there for Alan Mary, but unfortunately for him, it came off the pony, and it's going to be Yareche up on the play here now, tries to spoil his play and tries to steal that one from him, leaves the ball now for Solar. Solar up on this play, Solar with Delia, Solar keeps the ball moving forward, leaves that one forward. Who's first round onto it? Once again, it is going to be Solar, but he has to come round on this once more. And then this time he gets a bit of a scurry on. Areche comes back with him as well. Looks to see where his teammates are. Goes with a long neck shot up the middle of the field here, but it looks like this one comes off the back of Tocolino's pony. Delia looks to pick that one up under the neck. Sorry, this time for Delia. Crotto couldn't take that one forward, but it's going to be Areche. Crotto, Areche. Bit of a backhand. But ball carries on forward. It's going to be Grotto once again onto the play, bursting through here now with Solar coming up onto it. It's going to be Solar, takes control of the man, turns the play once more and comes back in, looking to get this out of his own territory here now. It is Faku Solar. Faku opens that shoulder, drives that up, tries to get this one up here now for Mohamed Habtoor, but established on the line there is going to be Delia. Takes this ball out into the middle of the field, looks for a bit of space, turns this ball, strains himself up once more, comes back inside, gets hooked off out of it there by Juan Hereche's little backhand comes in, sends it out here now for Solar. Solar up onto the play. Solar taps it forward, a bit too far inside. Tries to get away there from Delia. Does so, gets met by two men, but still comes away with the ball here now. He's dangerously close to the back line, looking for the cut shot. The cut shot coming in there towards the goal. Goal judge not quite sure, and wide it is. Says it's gone wide. Wide out to the right-hand side it is. So the ball's placed on the back line here now for Crotto to quickly bring back in. No wasting any time. Straight off the back line, he comes with this one here, looking to push this one up for Ali Almiri, getting the boys on the hop here this time. Ali Almiri, a good driving shot there by Ali, putting it in towards the middle of the field here, and he's back onto it again on his near side, avoiding that hooking play. Off he goes again, takes the ball on the bounce on the near side. There's Ali Almiri, sends it up, but it looks like it is going to be Harichi. Near side, looks after the man, takes it forward across the face of his own goalmouth, stabs it a little bit further forward here this time, checks up, Ali Almiri comes in, turns back inside, comes away from the players, looks up, he knows he's got Ali Almiri comes in, makes a spoiling play, but it's going to be Faku Sola, comes away with this time. Faku comes through the players, backhand comes in by Crotto, who's first round onto this one, Areche in there behind Delia, yields off it and leaves it now for Sola once more, sends the troops up forward, goes with a long driving shot, comes off the back of Delia on this one here now, but he comes back onto it once again, just opens the backhand, looking to come back onto his own play once more, taps it forward. The players are scattered all over the field here now, and he just drills that one up middle of the field, but he cuts it a little bit wide, and it's going to be backed in there by Delia for Crotto to come onto, but Felix Essian comes in, gets the hook, gets a little bit of backhand. It's enough there for Sola to come on the near side, comes near side again, feeding it up here now for Areche. Areche senses that one a little bit too far, showing too much of that one there for Ali Almiri, who thumps a good backhand only as far as Mohamed Habtoor. Mohamed yields off it, leaves it now for Crotto, coming away here for Yas. He's over the top, ridden off out of it. In comes Sola, putting the arm up in the air there, but this time in comes Tocolino, gives him a good bump and a shove, and he picks it up this on the near side. Sola's taking this ball with him. Crotto looking for something, saying he turned on him. He can't make a swing on that one there. He didn't think because his man was in behind him, but it's going to be Haureche, stick side, near side. Couldn't get a hold of it clearly. Couldn't too much pressure on the boy there, and it is going to be pumped away here this time for Delia. Come away with. Miel comes up onto the play, checks up onto it this time. Here's the call. Drills that one up the field. Up there for Crotto, near side with Sola in contention. It's looking good. It's looking very good indeed. And who's going to be first onto this one here? And it is going to be Ali Almiri to put it away. Spreading this Habtoor team are YAS. 5 goals it is to YAS. 7 goals to Habtoor. Causing confusions in the ranks there with a massive amount of pressure there from YAS. And Ali Almiri puts another one on the board for YAS, taking their score. 5 goals it is to 7 in favour of Habtoor. And then you have a quick little look at the Habtoor camp. Papa Coutinho and Justo, and also Juan Diaz Alberdi. And we get a whistle, so players just leaving the field of play. Orechi just having a quick little chat with Peter Wright, but As before, Waterhouse ducks back as Delia's walking off the field. Seems to be becoming a little bit of a familiar, unpleasant trait when players are dismounting in the middle of the field. Two umpires just having a quick little chat there about possibly what they saw, and do you think it was worth any quibbling coming on from the players at this point in time? I would just like to thank, of course, our governing partner here, the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, Emirates Polo Association, YAS Holdings, of course, for sponsoring this team. Thank you very much indeed. And also YAS International Properties. Our Abu Dhabi media being supported by Al Etihad newspapers and YAS TV. Capex.com. Once again, many thanks to Porsche, Abu Dhabi and Elaine, and the wonderful Bulgaria, and for all your polo requisites down there from Tack and Track in Dubai. So Ali Almiri back onto the field here now. We'll just line it up here. 5-7's the score, 3:03 on the clock it is here in Chaka number 3, and the ball gets bowled into play by Bidul. Bidul's off the front of the line now. Horeche as far as Mohamed Habtoor. He gets a good strike at that one out into some open space for Faku. Up on the near side, Faku onto the stick side here now, being chased, but can't really get in contention with him. There is Hasso, but it looks like it's going to be Faku solo. One more tap will do the job, he says. Thank you very much indeed. Goal number 8 on the board. 8 goals it is to Habtoor. 5 goals to Yas. You just see the horsepower there from Faku. Can't quite get back in contention there enough. Could Grotto, unfortunately, for Yas. But a great goal there by Faku Sola. So the ball back into play once again off the front of the line out, looking for a little bit of that was Ali Almiri. Got his play spoilt there by Aurechi. Coming in, goes in, just a half pie of a ride off, not much of one. He probably thought he was trying to check up out of it, did Ali Almiri, so he went for the play, but he attracts the attention of the whistle of the umpires. You just see on the replay here now, he comes into him. Just a little bit too much momentum onto that ball and actually crossed over. Even if he had been possibly in a position where he had checked up, he still should have gone stick side rather than crossing over. But what to do? The whistle is gone. Manu Tokolina having a quick chat with Pete as they come back, and the ball's going to be teed up by Faku Sola for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Habtoor. He just yields off it, leaving it there now for Orechi just to make the last little finishing touches. Faku up onto the play here now. Sol, he drives, he shoots, it's low, it's bubbling, it's bouncing, and it's managed to weave its way through, and goal number 9 on the board there for Habtoor. 9 goals it is to Habtoor. 5 goals to Yas. Coming up onto this one quite nicely. Just didn't get the elevation, but bobbling its way through, and through it goes, weaving its way through the goal mouth it is, with just over a minute and a quarter left to play as the ball gets 2 teams line up. Daniel Badu looks to bowl this ball back into play. Back into play it is. In the line out, on the front of the line out. Backhand by Horechi, working a blinder out here this afternoon. Trotto couldn't pick that one up, but it's that man once again. Sola stick side back onto his near side. He's on the move. Delia's after him, but he's being let loose, and Sola's on the rampage here this afternoon. He taps that one away like he's stick and balling at home. Faku Sola. Double figures on the board here it is in Chaka number 3. Faku sitting there, cool as a cucumber, stick and balling home. Through the goals it goes. 10 goals it is to Habtoor, 5 goals it is to Yas, as the players make their way back to the middle of the field. Danny Boo bowls that ball back into play it is. Frontal line out, it is Sola again, but he plays the backhand up over the top of it here this time. Near side play there by Horechi, looking to set up Mohamed Habtoor. Mohamed Habtoor goes up onto this one here now, but it looks like it's Delia, just pushes him wide off onto it, looking to play the open backhand, does so. First onto it is going to be Crotto. Read well, picks up, looks over his shoulder to see where the danger man in the way of Felix is. There goes the first hooter. Decides to just take a little short one there. Goes again, tries to go under the neck and does so to set up Delia up on the move here now, but Haurechi is coming back at him, gets the hook and the play. Lovely play there by Haurechi. Makes a turning play, giving himself the space and the time. Good quick hands on it there. Drills this one up the front door once more there for Mohamed Habtoor. Mohamed Habtoor's got a neck shot to pull off here now. Couldn't quite execute what he was looking for, but it's going to be Haurechi to... Sorry, it's going to be Crotto to clear it away once again. Looks for the ultra cut shot, but just on the hooter it is to end Shaka number 3. With the score being 10 goals, it is to Habtoor, 5 goals to YAS. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for the first half of this match. We'll be back with you in about a minute and a half to get the second half of this match underway. With the score being 10 goals, it is to Habtoor, 5 goals to YAS. So welcome back here to Gantitude. Great shot there of a few of the guys out there on the field. With limited spectator numbers as we have a few stats here for you. Field goals, 3 to YAS International. 7 to Habtoor. Throw-ins, seriously dominated there by Habtoor. 11 to 5. Fouls committed, 4 to 2. No yellow cards, fortunately. And penalties, all a clean slate here so far. 2 from 2 from YAS International Holdings and 3 from 3 for Habtoor. With no 60s, safeties so far in this match. A marvellous setting here. And we'll just have now a quick little preview, if we can, El Doctor, of the last goal. And here it is, Solar on the move with Delia going. Crotto realised he had to let the man go, but there's nothing that can be done. It was just in the lap of the gods, as it were to say. See if the goal is going through or if it was going wide. And our progression of scoring through this match so far, YAS 3 to 4 to Habtoor, YAS 4-7 to Habtoor and chucker number 2. And 5-10 after chucker number 3. Certainly stretching and putting a lot of pressure on them here at Habtoor this afternoon. And if we could just clear the field, please. Gents, doing a marvellous job out there, doing a little bit of treading in. But we're looking to get this match back underway again as the teams start to come back out on the field with the umpires deep down in the bottom corner, the bottom right-hand corner here from the commentary stand area. That's to the right of the clubhouse. And of course, if there's any chat, we'd like to hear from you from Polo Line OK on Instagram, Polo Line Int on Facebook, and at Polo Line on Twitter. Love to hear from you. I'm sure a lot of players out there would love to play here on these polo fields with these magnificent floodlit fields they are, and we're just waiting for Juan Horechi just to get himself mounted back up again. And back up again he is. Been working really well in the number 2 position with the number 2 shirt on. Faku's just having a little bit more stick and ball practice in the middle of the field as well. Great shot there of Horechi as he comes back onto the field to get chucker number 4 underway. I believe we'll be starting off with a roll-in on Peter Wright. And certainly, literally almost in the last 5 minutes, that sun has just about completely gone. And you can see on Polo Line how amazingly floodlit this field is. In fact, the Polo Line filming certainly does it proud. As Mohamed Habtoor just goes and changes his glasses from those with some form of, from some darker lenses to some lighter lenses, I think it'll be. So Ali Almiri joined them as well. So here we go. The 2 teams lining up there on umpire Peter Wright with Habtoor going the short way. Ball bowled into play out the back of the line. There it is. Who's first round? Crotto's trying to get around. First onto it, though, is going to be Crotto. Goes under the neck, unleashing Ali Almiri. Ali Almiri trying to come onto this one here, but he decides to do the better of that one there as he sees Faku Solo coming up onto the play. Makes a turn back inside with Delia there with Essien. Goes the other side. Got the pony, got the horse, got the stick work. Comes in between the 2 players again. He's got Tocolino with him. Takes the hook there from Delia. Comes forward once more. Goes with the next shot here this time and catches a bit of cane onto that one there. Couldn't get onto it. First onto this is going to be Essien. He has Tocolino trying to get the better of him there. Does. The ball scooches out. The young man, Felix, gets this one on the near side and out towards the side he goes. Takes the man. Goes with the near side backhand. Setting up Solo once again like they're on a string, these boys. It's that little red thread and there it is. Through the goals it is for Sola. 11 goals it is to Habtoor. 5 goals to YAS. Great backhand there by Felix Essien, like they're on that red thread, and it just pushes it forward there to Faku Sola. It was goal number 10 for Faku. Ball bowled into play off the back of the line. Out it comes. It's going to be Crotto. Didn't get the backhand. Has to scrounge and gets it forward. But he's on the move here now. Is Hassel. Looks to drive this one up the middle of the field to get that up there for Ali Almiri. But he's got to work hard on it. The backhand comes in once again there by Essien. And it just drops down for Tocolino. Solo couldn't get hold of that one. But he gets the hook there. Coming to come onto it. Sorry, is Hassel. But it is Essien away here now. It is Felix Essien. Up over the halfway line he goes, and he's up over the 60 here now. Has he got a straight enough one on that? It's just a little bit wide. Tocolino's coming. He looks to sweep this one under the net. Goes with a belly shot, but no, it goes wide. Not a millionaire today, young man. Guiget probably having a comment and a word about that one, but what to do? And it is brought back into play here once more. Once more, the ball will be brought back in by Crotto. Crotto goes with the driving shot, drills this one up the field here, this time out there once more for Ali Almiri. Ali and Mohammed gets a good shot out of that one there, but not quite the distance possibly he was looking forward to. Being protected well there by Delia. But it's going to be Haureche comes back, good strong backhand, back out there, lands on the plate there for Sola once more. Sola and Crotto. Sola and Crotto on it. Crotto flicks this one away. Crotto got the better of this one here. This time he's being pushed deeper. Comes on the near side to open it up and give himself a bit of the angle on that one there. Nice little cutty play there by Haureche, but he couldn't execute it as cleanly as he might like to do so. But this time Essian hooks Almiri off out of it, out over the side he goes. In comes Tocolino, gives him a bit of a bump and a shove as he's trying to make a play on the ball, and we get a whistle on the play. And you can see here he's going up back towards the ball here. And as he comes in, he's reaching out as the ride-off's coming in across the, it looks like it's across the front of the horse's legs. As umpire right picks the ball up and Habtoor looks to retire back in defence for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty for Manu Tocolino. Manu. Just taking a couple of practice swings. Pony looking a little alert, you might say. $60-yard penalty. Penalty 4. Just settling that pony. Hovers that Melody, swings it, just goes wide, pushes it wide out towards the right, so the score remains the same. 5 goals it is to YAS. 11 goals to Habtoor. Pony just been a little bit alert on him there, and we just get a whistle on the play as the ball's popped down on the back line. Faku just changing the pedal on his right-hand side, and play is called. Faku Sola to bring the ball into play once more. Comes open with it here this time. Looks up the field. Comes under the neck with it here to set up Essian. Felix Essian up on the play here now. Coming across the front, and there were 2 players. And now which way is the umpire going to say on this one here now? And we end up... Sola comes under the neck with this one here. Umpire scurries out the way. Felix got himself onto it, and there, possibly Crotto pushing Haureche over the line, obstructing his play, creating a potentially dangerous situation. So this has been moved up for a penalty from the halfway line. Penalty 5B in favour of Habtoor. Faku taps this ball out forward. Looks to see where his teammates are. Opens his shoulder up, keeping that one away there, especially from Tocolino. Comes off the back of the pony, but it's going to be Haureche onto it here now, and he drills this one forward, but didn't get his angle he was looking for. And wide out to the left it is. He takes this opportunity here to scurry himself back down into the bottom corner and try and change ponies down there. By the ambulance, players called. Not doing the flying change, decides to dismount easier and probably a little bit safer because the pony was being a little unstable. Sends it forward here now, does Crotto. Crotto being marked by Mohammed on this occasion here now, pushes this one up forward, up in towards the middle of the field. He comes up on it, but it's going to be Sola. Sola, near side backhand, opens that one up. Beautifully placed there for Haureche. Haureche, one-time play once more, looking to get this one up there for Essian, but first onto it is going to be Crotto. Crotto, tail backhand, underneath the tail it goes on this one here, but only as far as Felix. Here's the open backhand call. Haureche will slip onto the line here on this one here now. He has Sola in behind, comes in between the players, looks to be able to move forward. Dilia in there as well, feeds it up here now for Felix Essian once more, and Felix coming in towards the goal here, and through the goals it is. Felix Essian being fed off the pass there of Haureche. Haureche feeding that ball through the window there, up past 2 men goes Felix Essian for goal number 12 on the board for Habtoor. 12 goals it is to Habtoor, 5 goals it is to YAS. So 2 teams lining up here now, just waiting for Faku. Just here, Faku's there, just looking for a little bit of a gap. Peter Wright looking to bowl this ball in. Blows the whistle. Try and get this ball in and out of the line out as quickly as possible. Stop these melees and thumping and bashing. It's going to be Solo comes away with it here. Stick side back onto his near side. Looks over his shoulder. Knowing Crotto's going to be thereabouts. Goes on the move himself. Crotto comes in with a hook. They get tangled up in there with the mallet. Can't get hold of this one here, but we get a whistle on the play. You see Solo on this here. He keeps coming forward. Crotto coming up onto it. Go to the hook, but then they end up getting caught up in a... Not quite sure where that one was caught up, if it was in the leg or whatever it was. But in the play behind, you saw Tocolino coming in on the stick side, when possibly only had a near side play. And this one being moved up once more. Delia just clearing that ball away out of reach and out of harm's way. As the ball's placed down once more for another penalty in favour of Habtoor from the 60-yard line. A penalty for. Faku comes up to this one here now, strikes it. It just drifts a little bit to the left, but right rather, but it's still perfectly through those goalposts. It is. A baker's dozen on the board there. 13 goals it is to Habtoor. 5 goals to YAS, and a couple of minutes left to play here in Chukka number 4. So, two teams line up once more on umpire right. Bowls that ball back into play, not wasting any time. Crotto looking to come away with the unsighted slight. It goes on to the near side. Flicks it up here now for Manu. Manu in hot pursuit of him is Essian and also Haurechi. Haurechi trying to get the hooking play on him. He's being pushed in wider. Goes with a little cut shot, try and flick that in. Couldn't quite get hold of what he wanted, but it just looks like they're going to come over the top of the ball and leave that one to go out over the back line. For Habtoor, back in possession. To bring this ball back into play. So it is Faku. Habtoor Polo. Guillermo Coutinho brings this ball in. Does. Faku up there for Felix. Gets taken off out of it there on this occasion by Crotto. But it's going to be Haurechi being pursued by Delia. Comes up onto it. Goes for the driving shot. Drills this one up forward. But it looks like it is only going to be as far as Crotto. Mohammed trying to get onto it, but Crotto back there quicker. And he sends the open backhand, near side play. Couldn't execute the play he was looking for, could Delia. But it's going to be Ali Almiri to come in and play that backhand, but quickly round up onto this one here. Looking for something, it was Delia, but it's going to be Solo eventually to come in onto the play in front of Delia. And we get a whistle on the play. Interesting passage to play. The backhand comes in onto it here now. A little backhand. Didn't get it as clear as might like to have done. Ali comes in, plays the backhand. Comes in, does Haurechi. And then Faku tries to slip in front of Delia, but the umpires say, no, you're not that good today. So he pops the ball down on the field here now for Habtoor Crotto to bring in. And there goes the first two, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be for Tocolino and Essiam. Takes the backhand. The backhand comes in. First round onto this one here now is going to be Delia. Delia comes in with the backhand, sends it in. Faku just knocks it out the air, puts it on the stick side, goes to the backhand, comes off the pony, couldn't pick it up. Tocolino couldn't track that one either. What is going on, boys? Concentrate, see what is going on, and it's going to be Juan Haurechi to drill this one up the field, try and get that one up for Mohammed, but Crotto's having none of this. He gets another bite at it there, and there goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen, with the score being 13 goals it is to Habtoor, 5 goals to YAS International. And once more, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to Polo Line. Director, could we please have some messages from our sponsors and supporters of Polo Line? So welcome back here to Polo Line at Gantoot Racing and Polo Club for the final chukker of the second match here this afternoon on the Sheikh Sultan Polo Field, the Polo Field number 1 in His Highness, the President of the UAE Polo Cup, and they have a beautiful skyline from here at Gantoot, with a great drone shot drawing back up over the field with the players looking to get chukker number 5 back underway again. So 2 teams just here now. 13-5 it is, as you can see on the scoreboard there. Just waiting here now for Dilia to make his way back to join his team. They're the stats of the progression of the game so far. YAS 3-4 over to Habtoor. Second chukker 4-7, 5-10, 5-13. Habtoor building with momentum progressively through this match, taking a dominant control. And umpire Wadu to bowl the ball back into play once more. Into play it is. It is the backhand by Dilia, threading that between the horses, trying to get that up to Almiri. Cruelly hooked off out of it there by Sola. Sola opens up the backhand, trying to get this up the field here now, but it's going to be half met, should I say, rather, by Tocolino. Tocolino's backhand looking to open up in some open space, finding Crotto. Crotto checks up with Essian on Don Juan. Drives this ball up the middle of the field now for Tocolino. Goes with a half shot, pushes himself deep, giving himself a deep angle. Comes wider on it, looks for the big next shot, sends it in there for Dilia. Dilia looking to get this ball through. He does. He gets a bit of a hook, and Sola comes in, hooks him off out of it, and backs this one out once more. There's only as far as Ali Almiri sends a beautiful shot in. It has to be saved. It was goalward bound by Faku Sola. Sola running up the field here now. Great aerial shot. Coming forward up onto this one here, comes off the pony, gives himself the space and time to get wide on it. The backhand comes in, securing the door once again there for YAS was Crotto up to Ali Almiri. Ali Almiri leaves out and behind for Dilia. Dilia picks up on the near side, goes into a bit of open space. Crotto in contention. Sola loitering. Sola looking to make a break on it. Decides to opt off out of that one there. Drills that one up forward here now for Tocolino. Tocolino onto the play. Essian's just going to have to yield off out of that one there and drives it up once more. Up the field he comes here now for Crotto, linking well, goes under the neck, doesn't go with a long driving shot. Essian coming back at him. This time goes with that next shot in towards the goal. It's gone a little bit wide now towards the side it is, and it just goes wide to the left-hand side as Mohamed Habtoor just shadows that one out over the back line as the ball will be placed down the back line once more for Habtoor's Faku Sola to bring back into play. Faku taps this ball up here now. Faku. Players starting one way. Goes open with it here this time. Drills that ball up the field. Up there for Mohamed Habtoor. Comes up onto this play here. Up on the boards. Gets a nice driving shot up the field here. Does Mohamed there. Ali Almiri going back with him. A bump and a ride off. The backhand comes in by Ali Almiri. But it's only as far as Felix Essian looking for Crotto just to give him a little bit of room to actually make a play on the ball, sends it in, but it's now picked up, half picked up there. But the backhand comes in by Dilia, feeling Crotto once more. Crotto sending it up here now for Tocolino. Manu Tocolino straightening it up here, looking to open the shoulder, but he goes over the top of that one there, leaving this ball behind. But now it is going to be Dilia to drill this ball up further again once more, but it's only as far as Manu Tocolino. Manu bringing this ball forward. Manu coming through the players. Manu leaves it now for Dilia. Dilia goes with a shot. It gets half plucked out there by Mohamed. And the ball goes out over the back line. So you see Manu couldn't get that, but Dilia comes in with a shot. Mohamed, I think he got contact with that and actually just plucked it out there from stopping to go goalward bound, and out over the back line it goes. So we'll have our first force, our first penalty 6 corner of the match being teed up by Manuel Tocolino 5 goals it is to YAS, 13 to Habtoor. And some 4 minutes left to play. Habtoor deep down their goal mouth. Tocolino certainly got the range. Let's see what his accuracy is like here on this freshening evening here in Abu Dhabi at Gantu Racing and Polo Club. He comes up to this one here. It's looking really good from the drone shot, and the flags aloft, and there it is. Goal number 6, a beautifully executed corner there by Manu Tocolino. You see on the replay there. Comes in, hangs a mallet, and just drills that one through. Beautifully executed corner by Manu Tocolino. So players back to the middle of the field. 6 goals it is, YAS. 13 though to Habtoor. And we get a whistle on the play whilst we just wait for Manu. I think he just dropped something down there where he's taking the penalty. Had to dismount quickly. Back on board again it is. And the ball back into play once again. Comes off the front of the line out. There's Ali Almiri. Ali Almiri trying to get up onto this one here. Wasn't sure if Mohammed was going to make the play. Pony just dancing over the top of it. Essian just got caught out of that one too, but Sola comes in and drills that one, but it looks like it is going to be Felix Essian up on the move here. Tocolino going back hard here, but it's Essian looking for another one on the board, but he pushes that one a long way wide. He's going to have to cut this one. You see Tocolino just covering the play and going back. He doesn't go with the backhand on that one there. The ball just goes out of play, beating him out of the play. Good play there by Tocolino as he cuts the corner and goes back towards the goal, trying to force him to make the backhand in towards an opportunity, get himself positioned for an opportunity to be able to stop it, and it's brought back into play here by Crotto. Crotto sends it up once again. Up there for Ali Almiri. Ali drives this one up over the halfway line. Ali Almiri once more up onto the play here now. Straightens this one up. Oh, and he doesn't manage to straighten up. He pushes it deep down into the corner here now. Can he play the backhand? Does so. Cuts this one open. Out in towards the middle of the field. And this is going to be Tocolino to meet this one first with Essian head to head. Essian just has to yield off that one there. Tocolino drills that one towards the goal and it just goes wide. Looks to the heavens for support, but nothing's going to help you there, my friend. So the Habtoor camp, as the ball's brought back into play once more by Faku Sola. Faku keeps this ball moving forward here now. Faku, Tocolino going with him, sends this ball up over the top, trying to get that one up there for Felix. You know, he goes back onto his own play. He gets hooked off out of it this time. First round onto it is going to be Delia. Delia picks this up onto the near side, taking it back into his own territory, just opening up and widening the angle. Keeps going round with it. Crotto thought he was going to turn around and have a bit of a play on it himself. He wants to do this one himself. Comes away with it here. Does Delia cross for his own goal out to some open space here now. Lets the little pony run here now, and he drills that one up the field. Crotto going back hard on this occasion here with Felix Essian. Goes with that reverse neck shot. Gets a bit of an early bounce, and unfortunately the ball just goes wide. It was looking good initially, but it just got a bounce. Hit a divot. Redirected and out over the back line it is. So the ball will be placed on the back line here now for Faku Sola once more to bring into play. As Aurechi changes pony as well. Taps it forward. Sola just looking over his shoulder, giving the team opposition a little bit of time to get back in. Sends his ball up to Mohammed, comes off the back of his pony. Fed up once again there by Felix Essian, trying to set up Mohammed Habtoor up onto this one here now. Mohammed Habtoor. Mohammed gets half hooked off out of it and didn't get the shot he was looking for by Crotto. Can't get back onto it, Crotto, but the next shot comes in here this time by Felix Essian, which hasn't quite got the distance or the direction he was looking for, and out over the back line it goes. 13-6 is the score as the clock tick-tocks down here on the Sheikh Sultan field at Gantu Racing and Polo Club. Drills that one up the field. This time up there. Sola gets half touch of that one there. It is Delia once more. Delia drives it up forward again. Ali Almiri looking after Sola. Delia this time goes with the driving shot. Looks to try and cut that one out to Sola, but it's just gone wide once more. Wide it is. Sola's getting an awful lot of practice from his own back line here this afternoon, which I'm sure he'd rather not be doing as that clock tick-tocks down. Sola opens the shoulder, drills this one up the field, looking to get this one out of territory up over the halfway line. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, as the ball comes to Manu Tocolino. The end of the match with YAS Holdings, YAS International Holdings 6. Habtoor 13, running out the dominant winner of this match. 2 wins there so far for Habtoor. 2 wins it is for Gantoot as well. So there's a progression of the match. You see the stats. YAS in end of chukker number 1, 3-4. After chukker number 2, 4-7 was the score in favour of Habtoor. 5-10 at the end of the third chukker. 5-13 at the end of the fourth, and 6-13 at the end of the fifth. So a very dominant display there by Habtoor Polo here this evening. And Director, if we could please have a few of the stats so we can see how we went on those with the throw-ins and everything. It'd be great to see. Or maybe we'll just go to some highlights first. Here are highlights here with the first one here of Ali Almiri getting the breakaway. Don't give him an inch because he'll punish you. Centered that one beautifully and then drilled it through the goals. Ali Almiri. Up here now, this time, Haurechi looking over his shoulder. He got the break on it here, just a little bit wide, just leans out, scoops that one away through the goals for Juan Haurechi. This time, Sola. Looks up at goals and says, thank you very much indeed, from the 60-yard line wide, and says, enough's enough of that. Again here, Sola coming through, gets through players, comes in, gets the bump, comes the reverse next shot, bang, through the goals it is. You see again Crotto peeling off to give himself the opportunity to try and stop it, but nothing could be given from it. And here we go. Crotto got away with that one there from Felix Essian, putting it away there. Again, reverse neck shot there from Crotto. Feeding it up this time for Ali Almiri, well positioned, slipping onto the line and puts it away. This time Sola. Up he goes, stretches Crotto. Crotto couldn't get back to him. Nothing he can do, just patiently just stick and balls that one home, does Facu Sola. Facu once again. Facu avoiding the hook there from Delia. Decides it's not even worth reaching out because he's way too far gone and just slips that one through as well. Near side backhand. Beautifully played there by Essian. That's a thread shot. Putting it up there for Facu Sola and drills it high and proud. Ball sent up here now for Essian. Essian go abound. And that's the last of our highlights there. There's the happy camp there from Habtoor. Gijay, Mohammed Habtoor and Facu Sola. And the boys further to the right there. Here's Felix Essian and Haurechi. And Director, if we could just have a few stats. A beautiful, nice view of the polo field here at Gantoot, one of the 3 floodlit fields. The field goals, 9 goals, field goals from Habtoor. Only 3 from YAS. Throw-ins, even Stevens there, but it was 11-10 in favour of Habtoor. Fouls committed. Habtoor being the cleaner of the 2 teams. 3-6 it is. No yellow cards, which is good to see. Penalties, Habtoor. Clean slate, 4 from 4. 2 from 3 for YAS International Holdings. Safety penalties. That one from Mano Tocolino. 1 from 1. No forces, no safeties in favour of Habtoor, with the final score running out 6-13. And ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful view there it is of the Sheikh Sultan field here at Gantoot Racing and Polo Club. And that there will end our transmission here for today. And we look forward to seeing you again on Tuesday for our next round, the 3rd day of play at Gantoot in His Highness the President of the UAE Polo Club 2021. Thank you and good night.